Hi, and welcome back, everyone. I'm Carrie Siggins, CEO of Stone Age, an ESOP company based in Durango, Colorado. And I am a commissioner on Governor Polis's Commission for Employee Ownership. And today I have Kris Oyler with me. He is also in Durango, and he is the CEO of Peak Food and Beverage, and he is our newest commissioner. So, Kris, welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be a new commissioner.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. All right. So can you briefly tell us who you are and what you do?
I'm a Colorado native, which seems unusual these days, but I grew up in the restaurant industry, moved to Durango in the mid 90s, precisely to start a brew pub. And so Steamworks opened its doors September of 1996. And we're going on our 26th year of operation. And as we grew, we wanted to branch out a little bit. So we started El Moro Spirits and Tavern about 9 years ago. That's a little bit higher end restaurant, cocktail bar, different type of menu, different type of atmosphere than what we did at Steamworks. And then in 2021, we acquired Home Slice Pizza, which has 3 restaurants here in Durango. So we've got a total of 5 restaurants and also a wholesale beer segment to our business entity as well. So
That's great. All of them I love in their own ways.
yeah, and that's one thing. Being in a town like Durango, you can't have all the same kind of concepts. So the nice thing is that we're very stratified in these different concepts. So
yeah, that's great. All right. So why are you passionate about employee ownership?
to me, when I started Steamworks, I had partners, and I wanted ownership in the company, and I got a profits interest, and a couple other people got some profits interest. So that kind of started the ball rolling. And as we got further into it, and other employees garnered some ownership of the company, you just saw a light bulb clicked, and their attention to detail and how they looked at the business was very different than if they're just collecting a paycheck and tips. And one of the great things about all of our operations, at almost any given point in time, you can walk in and someone, they might be a waiter, they might be a manager, they might be a bartender, they have ownership in the company. So they just have different eyes on things, and it creates more of a team atmosphere, a team vibe, to have everyone, okay, we're rowing the boat in the same direction here. So to me, that's really important. And then a succession plan, I think, is real important too. And having an LLC like we have, we're looking at ways to where when I want to step away, that employees can step up more and have more and more of the company. So
Yeah, that's great. And now you aren't an ESOP. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about what your employee ownership structure is like?
so we kind of went through the process of, well, we had the profits interest, and some of that profits interest got turned into equity grants, and then we started allowing employees to buy into the company and become a member of the LLC. So it's kind of a different structure, but it's as we spoke earlier, the ESOP is kind of cumbersome and it can be very expensive. And so this was a little bit better path for us. So we're up to about 40% employee ownership now, which is great. But it allows us to kind of step into it instead of doing it all at once as well. So
Yeah, that's great. Very good. All right. So you just joined the commission this spring of 2022. Why did you decide to join the commission?
uh I like to be involved with things, and obviously because I am passionate about the employee ownership segment, I thought 2 reasons. One, I can hopefully lend something to the commissions from what I've learned, but also learn from the commission, and then help promote that across the state and see if we can get more employee-owned businesses. I think that's it's really important. The whole country has gotten such big business oriented, and I think to have smaller companies that can have employee ownership is really important to our economy and our community.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And if there is one thing that you would like people to know about employee ownership, what would that be?
It works.
Yeah.
It really does. It's definitely bared a lot of fruit for our company. So whatever structure you might take, whether it's ESOP or our route or some of the co-ops, I think it's a really valuable tool. And if we can get more companies to do that in our state, it's going to be really valuable.
Wonderful. Well, we're so glad to have you part of the commission, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Carrie.
All right. Thanks, Kris. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next episode.